So I'm out here outside trying to do the intro to this video because my family's in there watching Tom and Jerry, and I don't want it to mess up my monetization. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cooking some country style pork chops. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe today. So first we're going to start off with freshly washed pork chops. Now these pork chops, they do have the bone in it. So what I'm going to do is cut away from the bone so we can remove that from our meat. We don't want the bone on because we definitely don't want to have surprise bones inside of our country style fried pork. So try to get all the bones out. Even if it starts to look like little chunks of pieces of pork chop, it's okay. It's still going to taste wonderful. If you're all about presentation, then just take your time on cutting the bones away from the meat. I got this meat tenderizer at Walmart for, I believe it was like $9 or $10. I'm going to beat it with the bigger size because the smaller size didn't really do the job. So I'm just going to use the big side of the meat tenderizer. And it's going to tenderize until it is completely flat. And you also see those little creases inside of your inside of your pork chop. I want to show you again how I cut away from the meat. You'll find different pork chops and like different sizes of the pork chops inside of your package. It just depends on what kind of pork chop you get. It'd be better to get the ones that do not have the bones. It's so much easier. You don't have to worry about cutting around it and pulling the bone out. So now I'm going to beat each side of it. In a bowl, you want to add 2 cups of flour. It can be self-rising flour, but we do recommend using just your regular all-purpose flour. I believe self-rising flour, it tends to bubble up inside of your oil whenever you use it, especially when it comes to frying. Next, I'll add 2 to 3 cups of breadcrumbs. Don't use the seasoning one because the seasoning one is not great at all. We're going to season our breadcrumbs. I'm going to use a tablespoon of garlic powder, or you can use the garlic and pepper, but I'm using garlic and pepper because I don't have the garlic powder, but use the garlic powder. And I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of parsley. This is just to give it color. And I'll also add 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 tablespoon of Creole seasoning. And if I didn't say it, you need 1 tablespoon of onion powder and mix everything in until it is completely mixed. In a heated pan, you want to make sure that your pan is hot already, but you don't want it scorching hot or it'll burn your oil. I'm adding 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You don't want anything else because I'm trying to just use the olive oil and then 1 tablespoon of butter. You want to use unsalted butter and let it melt and get hot for about 3 minutes. Then we're going to dip our pork chop inside of the flour. Then we're going to add it inside some warm water. Instead of the egg, I'm using warm water. I feel like warm water just does the job. I feel like the egg, my batter falls off when I use the egg. Next, I'm gonna add it inside of the breadcrumbs and get it nice and coated. Be sure your pan is on medium-high before inserting your pork chop. And we're gonna let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. So before flipping it, let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes, and then we'll flip it. If somehow it seems like it's cooking a little too fast, you can turn your oil down to medium. You want it to be nice and golden. You don't want it to be too dark, especially if you're going for the presentation. So I can fit 2 pork chops on here. I'm going to scoot that one over and add the other one to it. And like I said, we're just going to let it cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Five minutes has passed and I am ready to flip my pork steak. So let's go ahead and flip that. Look how pretty that is. And then we're going to flip the other one. Now that one could have had cooked a little longer since it got in the oil after I put the first one in. So, but it's okay because we can always flip it back over again. There's no problem with that. Now our pork steaks are completely done and it is time to plate it. If they look like this, then y'all did an amazing job. And if it doesn't, it's okay. I'm sure it tastes excellent. So we're gonna put it on the plate, and then I'm gonna show you what I cooked with the food. I cooked some mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes with some homemade gravy and some fresh green beans with some onions. This dish is definitely a Southern style dish, and it'd probably be better to cook on a Sunday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and if you did, please leave a comment down below. And if you're still watching, please leave a happy emoji face or a sad emoji face, depending on how you feel this week. Let me know how you're feeling this week, and I hope you're feeling great. I hope you're having a blessed week as well. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting this channel. I will have surprises coming up. I'm just working on how I'm going to deliver it to my loyal subscribers because y'all, last month was crazy, so I'm not going through that again. And yeah, so I'm going to find a new way to present stuff to my loyal subscribers. So yeah, look out for that, and you can see that on the community tab as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow.